You're live. Hello.
Hello.
It's us. Go ahead, Coach Janine.
Hello,
Hello,
ladies.
everybody. Hey, ladies. Good evening. Good morning. It depends where you guys are watching us from. Bonjour, bonsoir. I'm very excited again to be here today with Umoja Global Network and Black to Black Show with our special guest, Coach Karla, with Sister Store, with the bookstore. We are amazing. We were very, very blessed to be able to participate on this past weekend on the grand opening. Was amazing, ladies. So I can't wait to talk to you about how it was and then to talk more about what next. So definitely stay tuned and welcome everybody. Welcome Coach Tina and Coach Carla.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much. I am so excited to be here.
It's really our pleasure to welcome you guys to bless us with your presence because I just definitely want to make sure everybody's tuning in and share this podcast so everybody can be able to, to catch up because there are some amazing nuggets that you're going to be hearing from these two wonderful ladies of mine that God really just put us together and it was just a divine connection. I can say that. Merci beaucoup de se joindre encore ce soir chez nous avec Umoja Global Network, avec coach Tina et puis coach Carla. Nous avons passé des bons moments le week-end passé avec le bookstore qui est déjà ouvert depuis le samedi passé. Donc, nous sommes vraiment dans la joie aujourd'hui parce que c'est une dame qui est ici au Texas et elle a ouvert son librairie. Donc, nous sommes vraiment dans la joie. Elle va vous parler de ça. Et dans peu de temps, en tout cas, il faut partager ce live comme ça, plusieurs d'autres encore pourra se joindre à nous. Merci beaucoup. Hey guys, so Coach Carla, can you tell us about how this vision came about? I know you're an entrepreneur, I know you're an attorney, but if you can just, in few words, you can give us your background and also how really came across Coach Tina because she's my only connector to you. So I'm so glad that you ladies met, but just if you can, just be able to walk us through and how we can be able to hear more about this amazing adventure that God just put it together for you.
Thank you so much, Coach Janine. And merci, bonsoir. Tout le monde, bonsoir. I
Yes.
am so excited to be on with you all tonight. My name is Karla Aghetto. I am an attorney by trade. I've been practicing for 13 years, specializing in representing healthcare providers in federal criminal investigations and trials. And yes, I still have my practice. The Aghetto firm is alive and well and busy now 4 years in. This month is a 4 year anniversary for my law firm. So that's how I
Yeah.
come to you. And then you ask, so how did you get to do the things that you're doing, right? I am a full time entrepreneur now as the founder and CEO of Houston Wellness Workshops for Women. I curate wellness retreats, resources, recipes, and sometimes one on one rescues for professional women of color in particular who need to reclaim their power through wellness. And as a result of that, I spend a lot of time with women business owners in particular, Black women business owners in Houston. And that forms the basis for the beginning of Sister Joy. Truly having the opportunity to partner with another business owner, the proprietor of Madison Avenue of Fashion's boutique, which is a clothing boutique with gorgeous items. She likes to say cocktail to casual, but she also has gowns. She can also do wedding dresses, right, for
Ooh.
your entire wedding party. It's just amazing. And then she also has suits. So one of the first things that I bought from her was a hot pink suit that I have now worn in multiple business settings, including on a stage with 500 people at a gala, a fundraising gala. So Madison Avenue Fashion's kind of sneaks up on you with all the amazing things that she offers in her inventory. And so the opportunity to work with her and to partner with her and to be a blessing to her to help expand her business is how Sister Joy got its start. And truly, in a matter of 6 weeks, God has done a thing that I never could have imagined. So I'm going to keep speaking up for keeping your hand in God's hand, looking for His hand in everything, and seeing opportunities that He blesses you with that you had no idea were coming your way, right? And some people say, think long, think wrong, right?
Yes.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you really have to take the shots as they come, take the balls as they're thrown at you, right? And then shoot your shot. Okay,
Yeah.
because I could have been like, I don't know, this is kind of, I mean, I wasn't expecting this,
Yeah.
and therefore what? Right? And therefore what? You either pick up the ball and shoot your shot, or you let it pass you by and it might never come again. So I know, Coach Janine, you were asking me for the specifics, but I had to like open up broadly to just give you a look
Right.
into my world and who I am. And let me I also have to speak up for being wife of Mr. Osarna Ghetto, of 11 and a half years. He is a beautiful man from Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. And we have three beautiful children, 10, 8, and 3. So when I'm doing the things that I'm talking about and running three different businesses, right, I do it for them.
Hmm.
I do it as an extension of my service to them. And sometimes they don't like me because I'm on the phone or I'm in a meeting or I have to
Yeah.
get on a show or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's a part of the big vision that I have for our family, that we
Mhm.
be faith walkers, that we be, love and light in this world, and that we take big risks, in
Yes.
order to truly walk the way God wants us to walk. So that's who I am. That's how this thing all got started.
My
Yeah.
goodness, you are
Yes.
really a serialpreneur for sure, for sure. So, Coach Tina, can you tell us about this divine connection? Because I know you meet every day. I know you. You meet every day entrepreneurs. But what specifically that really intrigue between you guys? And then you say, you know what? I think I definitely need to connect. With Coach Carla.
Well, I had went to one of her conference, like it was virtual, but I did a conference. That was my first one. I think that was last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was on it for it was 5 days, and I did it again this year. But it's just something draws me to her. Just she's her spirit, her kindness. She's sincere with what she's doing. So that's what draws me to her. And then she brought up the sister store, bookstore, and I thought, oh yes, here we go.
That
And
is
I had talked
awesome.
to her previously about my book being a magazine, a business magazine, but it's a Christian magazine. And she said, well, I can find you somebody to get in your magazine. And here we are.
See, there we are. It's all about divine connection. And
Yeah.
Coach Carla also, I think she might really, witness to this. We always, me and Coach Tina, we always looking for other servant leaders. So today I would definitely testify and say, Coach Carla, she's one of the servant leader that God really has put align us with us because
Mhm.
we work mostly with, servant leader, people who are in a community doing the work, changing lives. So we
Yes.
definitely honor. We were very blessed to be able to cover, the media part on this past weekend. We heard so many powerful stories for amazing
Yes.
women, amazing author. So, Coach Tina, can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, we did the live stream for the sister store uh, grand opening, and it was wonderful. It was inspiring, the stories that we heard, like the how they got started, being authors and having their book in the store. And some of them are like anthologies, and they're in the anthology, and they have their book in the store. It's like whoa, they have more than one book. It's just their stories and just their life story. They told us some about their life stories, things that they went through, and how they started writing their books. And it's very inspiring. So y'all need to go and pick up those books because there's some powerful stories in those books.
Absolutely. And
So you tell us.
yeah, from my experience, just to be able to see the different, background from these ladies really, really inspire me, because you can see, each woman was coming from different background. So Coach Carla, can you also, just explain to us how was the process of recruitment? And these ladies, you have known them for many years, or actually, or just a new process for everybody? Can you tell us more about that?
Yes. So, how did I recruit these ladies? And again, thank you, Coach Tina, for speaking up and sharing our story for how we
Mm,
met. Because I still don't
Mhm.
know how you found the virtual summit, but it's been a
Yes,
blessing to have you in that virtual room. Right, right.
yes, it is. It's
I
been a
do
blessing.
that summit every quarter,
Yeah,
and it's a different theme, right?
yes,
But it's just been so amazing, the women that I've met through that. And I am very much inspired by your magazine and thrilled that Sister Joy is going to carry the Black to Black magazine on its shelves. Yes!
yes, yay,
So, very, very excited
yeah.
about that. Um,
yeah,
so how did I recruit women? And I'll tell you, Coach Janine, when you ask that question, literally from Sunday to Friday, okay, in those 6 days, I thought I could get 10 women. I
yeah.
set a goal to get 20. In those 6 days, I had 30 women say
Yes,
yes to this
powerful.
opportunity.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. And today we're at 42.
yes,
Okay.
that's a
Because I
blessing.
slowed down on my recruitment effort after I
Yeah,
got my
yes,
30. I was like, well, now it's time to focus on something else.
yeah,
But how did I do it? Well, I definitely, I definitely reached out to my sister Kimberly, Dr. Kimberly Annette Hardy, who is an author and she is incredible. She has also
yeah.
hosted two anthologies now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Joyfully Courageous and the Tamar Sisterhood, Tamar Stories Sisterhood, which just dropped, I believe last week. Okay, and she's poised to do more. And now
Yes,
she's a publisher. Okay, Joy in
yes,
Full Glory has done a magazine and they've published these two books, and she is poised to do so much more. So I
yes,
knew I needed to reach out to her. That was an easy yes. And I even told myself, if nobody else joins us on this journey, just between me, her, and my sons who've written a book, we have enough
yes,
books to have a bookstore. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yes,
And I know Dr. Hardy's going to write another book at least every 3 to 6 months, so we'll be fine, right?
yeah,
But then I said to myself, I could probably text at least 10 women right now who are in my
Mhm.
phone and invite them to be a part of this, right?
Yes,
And one of the
mm-hmm.
things that I noticed was that fabulous, super smart, intelligent Christian Black women were writing books left and right.
Yes,
Okay,
mm-hmm.
and they're in my circle. And there was a lot of joy and excitement initially about that book. Then I find them selling the book out of their trunk, or
Yeah,
having it hold up the leg to a crooked table. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying, okay? Collecting dust, right?
yes,
Because,
mm-hmm.
you know, worst case scenario, we got discouraged, right?
Mm-hmm.
Best case scenario, we got busy doing the next thing. And I
Yeah,
confess, I wrote a book. It was published February 7th, 2023. And I never even did a launch party for my book, okay?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I got
okay,
busy
yeah,
doing the next thing.
yes, we all do.
It's like, right? We're all guilty of it at
Mm-hmm.
some level, right? But I've seen other people who focus on it and do the
Mm-hmm.
marketing, and they
Yes,
build an amazing platform with that book, right?
yeah,
So
book
part of
signing.
my motivation yeah, was to create another platform for these women to get their beautiful messages out into the hands of people who need these stories. You know, so when you ask how did I recruit, well, I said, well, let me send my 10 text messages, okay, and then I searched. search the word author after after the specific names came to my mind. Then I searched my cell phone for the word author, and then some more names came up, people who I've met over the years. And then I had authors who invited two more women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one sister at church, I love her so much. She invited her two line sisters right away,
Yeah.
okay, and they were excited to come in, okay. Again, Dr. Hardy, she invited people. At least five of the women who joined came in through her invitation. I had another woman who doesn't even have a book, okay, but I invited her to be a part of our collective to do events, so that when we have events, she provides some of the refreshments. She
Mm-hmm.
invited two people, right?
Yeah.
And so truly, I knew a lot of the women and I recruited them and they said yes to me, amen. Okay.
Yeah.
But then
Yes.
others, it was just the sharing, right? It was just the sharing. And so I just got to keep speaking up for how you might be the one who has an opportunity that opens up a door for another woman. And maybe it's not the opportunity for you. Maybe you take it for granted, whatever, but it could be the blessing some
Mm.
other woman has been waiting for,
Well, yeah.
praying for, right? And sometimes we get
Yeah.
squeamish about sharing because we think, oh, they're going to think I'm trying to sell them something or I'm being pushy or whatever. You know what? I said, I'm going to share. And clearly, other women decided to share, and it was a blessing. And then, one more thing, Coach Janine, when you said, how did I recruit these women? I also followed up. I followed up like I've never followed up before. Okay. Especially to the women who love me and know me well. I had to send
Mm.
them the hey, deadline in 2 days text message. And then the hey, deadline tomorrow text. And then the
Yeah.
hey, deadline today. And then
Yes.
hey, the deadline passed yesterday. And I didn't see your name on the list. Were you planning to join me?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
because I
Yeah. And I came
knew
in at the
that I was
last minute. So
oh, you know what? No. Miss Coach Tina, you did not come in at the last minute. Okay. You saw an opportunity and you jumped on it immediately. There
yeah.
was nothing last minute about that.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Yeah.
said
Okay.
yes and then you made it happen there. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm
Uh,
so grateful for that. And I want to say there really isn't a last minute. The collective is still open, right?
Mhm.
We
okay.
certainly had like our founding members, and now we have our growth members. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but the collective is still open if people want to join. If they have a book that they want to share on our shelves, right?
Okay.
Definitely check out our website because the collective is still open. But when I was trying to get that initial core group, and
Mm-hmm.
starting with the women whose books I've read and that I admire, I did what I thought was faithful and I followed up like I never have followed up before, and I
Yes.
followed Myron Golden. I don't know if you guys follow Myron
Yeah.
Golden,
No. Uh-huh.
but
Yes.
he
I do.
Oh,
teaches
yes.
sales from a faith-based
Mm-hmm.
perspective, okay? Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he literally issues the 10 no's in a row challenge. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, if you're out there trying to do something or sell something, you have to go for 10 no's in a row. Okay. And if you
Yes.
get 10 people to say no to you in a row, then you can quit. But if you go for nine and the 10th person says yes, you have to start over. Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness. I was convicted, y'all. I was convicted because I had
Yeah.
never wanted to hear no. And so
Yeah.
most of the time I just wouldn't ask, right? But then if I did ask and I didn't hear from them, I would take that as a no and I wouldn't follow up. So when you ask
Yeah.
me about how did I recruit these women, right? I finally went for the no. And if you did not tell me no, you got a follow up.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
most of
Good.
them said, oh, thank you so much for following up with me. I was so busy, but I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
say yes to this. Is the opportunity still available?
Yeah.
And the answer was yes,
That's
but you got
yeah.
to act fast.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Thank you, Coach Janine, for letting me go on a long tangent about that one. But I thought it was
Oh,
important to share with women entrepreneurs that the fortune is in the follow up, and it's not a no
Yes.
until they say no for real. No.
Mm,
absolutely. Now, my
yes.
next question, Coach Carla, is that just after that, I know you touched a little bit about that already, but your mindset, how was your mindset throughout the process? Because I know definitely, this is a big lesson. Guys, I hope you're taking notes about some nuggets, some gem that she's dropping, her and Coach Tina. But definitely, can you talk to us about your mindset? How was it from the beginning until this past Saturday? The mindset.
Yeah. So one of the things I like to do is short, focused attention. Um, I can laser focus for that short, focused period of time, and that is what I did. I set a timeline for myself over the span of a week. And then I was able to focus my actions for that. That was the top of my mind every single day, right? I'm going to recruit my initial cohort of founding members, and that initial interest is going to give me data about whether this is viable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And thank God that it did. Okay. And then the next piece of the mindset is I believe in this. I believe that it is good and it will have a great impact on the world. And so the only reason not to share it is if I don't want the blessing to go out.
Yes.
Mm,
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only
That's
reason to
right.
keep it to myself
Yes.
is
Yeah.
if I do not actually believe it is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's
absolutely.
another turning things on its head, right? We as Christians in particular, we get shy about sales, or we as women, we get shy about being pushy. But again, Myron Golden says, like, if you have something that is going to bless somebody, then shame on you for not sharing it with them.
Keeping it.
I got to call out
Mm-hmm.
Words
Mm-hmm,
Taylor as well, the launch strategist. He has said this to me for years. Words Taylor, the launch strategist, has said this for years. If you have something that's going to be a blessing to somebody, all right, and you don't share it, shame on you,
Yeah.
right? But if your stuff is not worth it and it's not a blessing, then you shouldn't be trying to sell it anyway,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
there's no middle ground, is basically what these guys are saying. There's no half stepping. The
Yeah.
mindset is I've got something that will be a blessing. I must share it,
Mm-hmm.
you
mm-hmm,
know, and I've got to get over myself and my fear of rejection and my fear of judgment and my self absorption in order to put the blessing out there, no matter what people say to me.
Mm-hmm.
That was the mindset.
I got
Yeah.
Rochelle said the power of sister store joy. Yes, that's the power in it. That's the power in it. Yeah, 'cause not giving up, keep going.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Not giving up, keep going. I hope
Yeah.
you're taking notes, ladies,
Amen.
because that's what it's all about. And
Mm,
also, you touched a little bit about that. This is something that we talk often in our show. Me and Coach Tina about being a servant leader. You keep showing up every day because you want to see the outcome. You want to deliver the solution that people are looking for. You keep showing up no matter what. So I'm definitely glad. Um, so this past weekend we did a lot of connection networking. So that was amazing. We met so many women that they came to support, and that it's all about, definitely. Uh, Coach Tina, do you want to say something?
okay, so tell us how the event was for you, Coach Carla.
Oh my gosh. I try not to have the event be a blur, right? Because
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
wanted to really enjoy it myself. And I'm so thankful to God that He gave me the opportunity to be present. He really did. He gave me the
Mm,
opportunity to be present. So it was incredible. I mean, I had a member of the collective fly in from Philadelphia all the way to Houston and brought her daughter. I
Yes,
had a
that's
member of the collective fly all the way from Atlanta to Houston and brought her mom, who wants to join the
yes.
collective, by the way.
All
I
right.
had a collective member fly all the way in from Maryland and for
Mm,
us, right?
yes, that's a
Incredible. We
blessing.
had collective members drive down from Dallas, okay, which is like 3.5, 4 hours to be there with us, and did that drive on Saturday morning. We had a lady from Houston who was in Dallas who rushed back to be there. And then we had the family members. One of our collective members who lives in Maryland, her family from Dallas drove down to support her. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
awesome.
highlighting that because there were women who came from all over Houston as well, to be there, right? But I did want to highlight those women who took out their time and their financial resources to be in that space with
Right.
us from
Yes.
all over the country. And it
Hmm.
just humbled me, right?
Yes.
So to see them was a blessing. To see people pouring in, standing room only, was incredible. To see kids and a couple men and
Yeah.
faces I'd never seen before. So it wasn't just my friends showing up for me, right? It was like
Yeah.
people I have never seen, never met who came in. One of our VIPs, who bought a VIP ticket, told us that she Googled Christian events in Houston, and that's how she found it. She didn't know
Oh, that's
anyone in the
great.
room, but she found us on
Hmm.
Eventbrite, bought her VIP ticket, came, and told me she was right where she was supposed to be. And
Yes.
so those sorts of stories just touch my heart. And then meeting some of our collective members for the first time was amazing. I've been in text message and email and even virtual meetings with them, but then to hug their necks and to be in their physical presence for the first time was just amazing, absolutely amazing. Decorations were beautiful, done by one of our collective members, Jovetney Bruce. Food was wonderful, all by our collective members. My two sons' bakery and Ruby's daughters. My son, did his popcorn vending, with
Okay.
Bible Ninja Kids. That was awesome. The snow
Yeah.
cone cart was there, Jovetney Bruce. So I mean, it was just so much fun. And now let me tell you what really troubled me at this event. Okay, there was this little girl who got on stage and danced every time one of the authors stood up to tell her story. Okay, she was just dancing and running back and forth and interrupting everybody. Okay, that was the one part of the event that gave me angst. And the only reason why she was not put out of the store is because she's my daughter.
She was running the show. She was running
Yeah.
the show.
I don't know if y'all can see that on the camera.
I seen you
Huh?
picked her up one time. I did see you
I
pick
don't
her
know
up
if
one time, and you
but
she
maybe
said,
the
"Mama,
camera
I
was
want to
not at
be the
an angle where
show."
y'all could see her dancing. Oh my gosh. She danced for everybody. And people were talking about the most heart-wrenching subjects, and she was dancing. You know?
She was enjoying herself, huh?
When you talk about mindset, I just she enjoyed herself. She did her thing and truly enjoyed herself. And when you
Yeah.
talk about mindset, I mean that's another one of the pieces for us as women in business.
Mm,
We're juggling a few other things
yeah.
besides just making this business work and being able to do everything perfectly,
Mm,
and only think about the business. That idea of the one track mind.
yeah.
Don't we wish we
Yeah.
could have a one track mind?
Yes.
But then there's going to be a kid potentially dancing in the corner, or, another kid honestly having an asthma attack, and I'm not trying to make light of that, but all of that was happening in my life while trying to make this happen,
Yes.
and so I want to encourage the woman out there who has started a business and is juggling a lot, or she's thinking about starting a business and she's like, how is this possible given all the things that I got to do, all the hats that I have to wear, all the responsibilities that I already have, but
Yeah.
God keeps tugging at your heart, saying, start the business, right? Or write the book, right? Or, start the program, whatever it is, sometimes you are going to have to do it with your daughter dancing on stage while you're speaking. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it anyway.
Do it anyway.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
So we also got
Do
some
it
comments.
anyway.
I got some comments over Saturday. This is from Kenya. So saying, thank you, ladies, for doing this. So they were watching, while we were doing on Saturday. So I got some, and international folks who were watching also. They were part of the event. I got another lady from Paris. She's saying, "Oh my God, I'm so encouraged by this." So she was watching as well.
Yeah.
There's another lady from Nigeria. She said, "Thank you. You guys are amazing." So
Yeah.
hey, people were watching also, globally, they've been encouraged just by seeing, all of us coming together and really supporting one another. So this is
Hmm.
some, I'm sure you have brought a lot of encouragement for many, many women in business. So thank you for doing that,
Yeah, and
visionary.
can get those
Absolutely.
can get those books off those out of those trunks and get those books off them shelves and come on and join us. The Sister Store Joy
Come
Oh
Collective.
my
and join
gosh.
us.
This is amazing. I just have to shout out once again to our media partners, honestly, Black to Black Talk Show and Umoja Global Network. You guys made it possible. You guys made it possible for not only women in the United States to be able to see the live stream of our event, but also women all over the globe. And so to
Yes.
hear you tell me the comments from Kenya and
Mhm.
Paris and Nigeria, that's nothing but God. Okay?
Yes.
And you guys
Yes.
answering the call. Come on, let's
Mhm.
let's let the cat out of the bag, right? We all want to look like everything was perfectly planned and we don't want to tell
Yes.
anyone our secrets. But the truth is, I came on y'all's show on Friday. I
Hmm.
was invited onto the show on Monday, maybe
Mhm.
Tuesday. I
Hmm.
came in on Friday, and Friday after the show, we got off, and y'all said, "So are you live streaming tomorrow?" And I was like, "That's more than I can handle, ladies. I don't think I can. I have multiple people asking for it, but I don't think I can." And y'all said, "Well, we got you,
Yeah.
okay? Hashtag we got you."
Yeah.
That's what the social circle will do for you. When you
Yeah.
have the right women in your circle, hashtag
Yes.
we got you. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And so I have
Yeah.
to
Yes.
give a shout out to Rochelle D. Jacobs and Felicia Pichon for having my back this past week
Mhm.
because it was
Yeah.
nothing short of amazing that the whole thing went off without a hitch. Those two women
Yes.
stepped in and said, "We got you." Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
They saw
Yeah.
me. They saw me and they put their arms around me and held me up last week. Okay. And then y'all did that for me. Friday night, we had a professional looking global broadcast
Yes.
on
Yes.
Saturday afternoon. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Amen.
Coach
Amen.
Janine, Coach Team.
Yeah.
That's hashtag power circle.
Yeah.
Hashtag
And
power circle.
and
Amen.
Rochelle said, "Yes, we got you."
Yes.
Yeah. Did you hear
Absolutely,
me?
Rochelle. We got her. We got
Yeah.
her.
Yes.
We are your PR team,
Yes,
guys. So
ma'am.
anytime, definitely, we here, me and Coach Tina.
Yes. Okay, so I wanted to ask you about
Thank you.
the
Thank you.
the bookstore. So how do they contact you to actually get in it? Can you tell them the website?
Yes, absolutely. So we have our physical store in Houston, Texas at 2120 Emancipation Avenue. Um, Houston, Texas. If you're putting it in your GPS, the zip code is 77003. It's open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It is inside of the Madison Avenue of Fashion's boutique and Madison Avenue of Fashion's collective. You might see it written as MAF Collective. Okay. And that store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. Definitely stop in. If I'm not there, you will meet the lovely Ashley Madison, who is the proprietor of the women's clothing boutique. And also inside that boutique, you'll find Delaney Boutique. Delaney Boutique is also a part of the collective.
Okay.
So right now, there are the three of us, and we're always open to other women business owners who want to join us
Mhm.
in this collective. And I keep referring to the collective because there's the Math Collective, and then there's the SisStore Joy Collective,
Mhm.
where our
Yeah.
authors and artisans are with us in our concept as well. And then online, you can find us at www.sisstorejoy.com/home. That's SisStorejoy.com/home. And you'll find on our website, much of the store is coming soon. Most of the store is coming soon. But
Mhm.
today, you can go there to join the collective or join our book club, because we want to be able to ship books all over the nation, if not the globe, on a monthly basis so that you get this amazing content delivered straight to your front door, along with our exclusive gift of the month for our members, as well as a members only discount that applies all the time in the store and online. But coming very, very, very soon is a beautiful online bookstore shopping experience. So even if you are all the way in Boston or in Sacramento or maybe in Kenya, right, you can go online 24/7 and shop our collection. So, yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Oh,
awesome.
and then finally, on our website, you'll also find our links to follow us on social media. You'll now find Sister Joy on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And don't worry, we'll be ticking and talking soon enough.
Soon. And
Praise God.
I know you have the bookstore and you have the artisan. So what is it? Tell them a little bit about that. Besides the bookstore, the books, the vendors you have in there for that.
Tell them a little bit about what?
The artisan, not just the books, but you have other stuff in the store as well. Tell them about that.
Yes, that's right. Thank you. So we've always wanted this to be books and blessings. So right now in the store, we have candles by Nikki Berry. She is an award-winning recording artist. And her restoration line of candles is available, 9 different beautiful scents. Okay, and there's soy candles, so that's great and environmentally friendly. Also, her CDs and DVDs are available in the store. We have earrings available in the store, the Becoming earrings that are a part of the H3W Wellness Wear collection. We also have tank tops, t shirts, and sweatshirts, both from the H3W Wellness Wear and also from the Own Your Amazing line by Dr. Denise Moore. We've got tumblers, water bottles, and just in today, we have fans and baskets from Ghana, supplied by our collective member, Eunice Busby, and
Mhm.
West to West. So
Okay.
very, very excited about that. And while I'm talking about Ghana, we are planning a retreat to Ghana, actually 2 retreats, March 4th through the 13th of 2025 and November 10th through the 20th of 2025. So if you didn't hear about it before, you heard it here tonight.
Hey,
We are taking not one, but two retreats to Ghana in 2025. And our collective member, Eunice Busby, is the heart and soul behind that. And I'm the keynote speaker at the retreat. So I'm very, very excited about that. So, yeah, those are our books and our blessings. And we expect more blessings coming into the store very, very soon, including self care kits supplied by a nonprofit organization and just more. Oh my gosh, the puzzles. Oh my goodness. One of our collective members is Puzzles of Color. Erica Chambers and her brother have the most gorgeous puzzles. They grew up putting together puzzles as kids, and but they recognized that many of the puzzles did not reflect them and their faces and their stories. So they have now
yes.
partnered with Black artists to create puzzles out of Black art. And sure enough, Puzzles
Oh,
of
that's good.
Color is part of our collective. I'm so excited. These faithful, believing women are now there and featured in our bookstore. Yeah. And
Wow.
then one more piece of the collective are women who are there who specifically do events. So they don't necessarily have inventory in the store on a regular basis, but they come and they supply the cookies, the cakes, the balloons, treats. Those women are also members of our collective. And they are tapped exclusively to come and do events with us. Juju Cafe is there with her fresh pressed juices, and she sold out on Saturday. That delicious beet juice that she has, and the green drink. And look, I haven't had a juice from her that I don't like. And so
Yeah.
she is also a part of our collective, and her juices are part of our events. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, Coach Janine will give you the final word. The
Oh,
word.
I just want to keep it going. Absolutely. But I bless both of you. Thank you so much again for coming for Umoja Global Network Show. We want to really to wrap up so people can really stay in touch with you, Coach Carla and Coach Tina, so we can start more ladies can join us because definitely this is like a movement that we really want to continue to be able to showing up for all these servant leader that we are coming together. So again, Coach Carla, any last words? And then we're going to go to Coach Tina.
Can you hear us, Coach Carla?
Well, can you all hear me okay? Because the internet just won't let us be great sometimes.
No.
I
Yeah, I
can
can
hear
hear
you
you. We can hear
now.
you now. We can hear you now.
Excellent. Did
Can
you
you?
ask me a question that I didn't hear?
Yeah, she asked you
Yeah,
what was the final words.
Oh my gosh. Look, I'm just so thankful to know you guys. I still haven't met either one of you in person, Coach Tina or Coach Janine. But I feel like we're already good friends, like we've known each other for years. I'm just grateful to you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Yes.
having me on the
Thank
show. Thank you for believing in Black women entrepreneurs. Thank you for being our media hosts and sponsors for this past weekend. And I know there's more in store for us
Yes.
going
yes,
Yes.
forward. Thank you. Thanks again for
Yes.
believing in SisStore Joy. Anyone who's watching us now, please share this video and share and let people know that we are here and we want to be your go-to resource for
Yes.
Christian Black women authors and artisans. Think of us for birthdays, baby showers, weddings, and anything that you're trying to do to level up in your faith, your mindset, your culture, your sisterhood, all of that. We want to be the number one resource for you and doing that. So thank you again, y'all.
You're welcome. I was going to say also that when you think about sisterhood, this is what it's all about. And then I think about the address, Emancipation Avenue. That means something as well. What a coincidence! That address, that means something
Absolutely.
too. So
Yes. We are
that,
in the historic third ward.
yes, yeah. So that is awesome as well. So we just gotta.
Yes,
That's just how
Third Ward is
sisterhood.
a historically black community in Houston. It is,
Yes, this
yep,
is
it
how
is home
sisterhood
to
looks.
Texas Southern University. It
Hmm.
has a rich history. Amen.
Riches, yes. Yes, yes. So I want to thank you, Coach Carla and Coach Janine, for coming on. We this is our third time together. So this is third time. We've been charming all three times, so we don't need a third time for a charm. So it's just us three times. Yeah. So this has been wonderful. I enjoyed Saturday. I just get the chance to listen to stories. So y'all ladies out there, or even men, the stories these ladies have in these books, you need to get you pick you up a copy and just read the stories. Some of it might resonate to you. If it doesn't resonate to you, it might be somebody you know dear to you, or just a friend that you can share a copy for a birthday, a Christmas, anything. Just come shop with us.
Absolument. Et merci beaucoup encore parce qu'aujourd'hui, Coach Carla et Coach Tina, ce sont les deux merveilleuses dames avec qui je travaillais le samedi passé pour le grand opening. Donc, on était là, c'était merveilleux. Il y avait plein, plein, plein de femmes. Moi, j'ai beaucoup appris et beaucoup dans les femmes dans le business. Donc, elles étaient là en train de parler de leur histoire. Donc, pour moi, c'est quelque chose que, pour l'histoire des Noirs, c'est quelque chose que ça n'a jamais été fait. Ça, c'est la première fois que je puisse vraiment écouter ces dames. Donc, j'étais vraiment bénie de rencontrer Coach Carla et au travers de Coach Tina. Donc, n'hésitez pas en tout cas, contactez-moi, contactez Coach Carla, contactez Coach Tina, afin que nous puissions vraiment vous donner plus de détails par rapport à cela parce que c'est tellement important. Venez aussi, si vous habitez le Parage, vous habitez aussi au Texas, vous pouvez aussi regarder même en ligne pour le Sister Joy Bookstore. Elle pourra vous donner plus de détails parce que vous pouvez aussi mettre vos articles même dans le bookstore. Donc, c'est vraiment important dans les librairies parce qu'il y a beaucoup de choses et aussi, vous êtes là en train de rencontrer d'autres femmes. Donc, c'est très important de communiquer, d'échanger. C'est vraiment le temps de network. Donc, pour moi, c'est le plus important. Et elle a parlé même de beaucoup des événements qui vont venir ensemble dans le futur. Nous serons encore en train de parler de cela. Donc, n'oubliez pas vraiment de contacter Coach Karla, Coach Janine et puis Coach Tina aussi par rapport à n'importe quelle question vous avez par rapport à Sister Store Joy Bookstore parce que nous avons plein, plein, plein de choses et même pour l'année prochaine. Merci en tout cas, que le Seigneur vous bénisse.
Yes, I love this. I love it every time. Okay. Thank you, ladies. Have a good night.
Good night. Thank you.